Listen, somebody toxic ways, somebody toxic traits are now starting to catch up with them. They are now starting to literally catch up with this person, these people, your family members, whoever it is that come to mind. Their toxic traits are literally starting to catch up with them. They was doing what they was doing, walking around here doing the most with anybody and everybody until they came in contact with the chosen one, until they came in contact with a real one, until they came in contact with somebody that's not putting up with the nonsense. Somebody toxic traits are being revealed now. And guess what, sweetheart? You are the one to reveal them. You now see the truth. You now see them for who they are. You now are not playing the games with them. They came in contact with the right one, and some of them might feel like it was the wrong one. But either way, sweetheart, it was you. It is you. And they realize now that their toxic traits cannot come over where you are. You don't have the time or the day for that. You are exposing some people in this season, and you don't even realize it. You see the truth now. You're moving a little bit different now. And they know that you know. They know that you know. Somebody is waking up. Who am I talking to? Somebody has literally waken up to the fact that these individuals are snakes. They fakes. They're pretenders. They're deceitful. And you're tired of playing along to get along. You're tired of it. You now see the truth. You now see the truth. And for those of you that are on the opposite side of this and you are the one with the toxic traits, listen, sweetheart, welcome. Welcome. Because this is what this is all about. Those of you that are connected to individuals that you know you need to let go, this video right here is to remind you as to why. Those of you that have gotten out of it, it's another reminder to remind you why you got out of it. Because y'all listen to me. Sometimes we get weak. Let's keep it 100. Yes, we're strong. Yes, we're intuitive. Yes, we know who we are. But yes, we are walking in this flesh and we can sometimes get weak. And so we pull our energy back. We say we gone, we done, and all of that. But sometimes those moments come where we feel like we want to backtrack. But I'm coming to remind you on today as to why you left that toxic relationship, why you left that toxic family, why you left that toxic job, why you stopped talking to those certain individuals. I'm coming to remind you as to why. And I want those of you that are still in this situation, listen, sweetheart, it's time to let it go because you see the truth now. You know what it is. These individuals have to heal on their own. You cannot continue to drag them along and try to help them heal. No, you have to separate so that they can walk their own journey. It's not to say y'all not going to be connected again. And some of you don't want to be. I get it. I got it. But listen to me. Those of you that are trying to hold on to these people, let them go so that they can walk their own journey and heal. They're toxic. And you keep trying to hold on to them and you getting wounded. You're wounded in the midst of trying to help somebody else. That's like somebody drowning and you go out to save them and you drown because they all, panicking and they drown you. You're in something that you shouldn't be in and you keep trying to hold on. You keep trying to pull them, but I'm telling you, you know the truth. You know the truth, sweetheart. You know the truth. It's being revealed to you. You're seeing their toxic ways. And it's now time for you to cut that cord. For those of you that have been on the fence and you're trying to, you don't know whether or not you want to go back, I'm coming to remind you to stand your ground. Let them find their way. What's meant for you is meant for you. These individuals, your family members, they will heal on their own. Allow God to do what he needs to do in these people. Let them go. Let them go. Listen, somebody toxic traits is being exposed and you are the one that's exposing it. Probably even unconsciously. You don't even realize you're doing it, but just you being you is exposing their toxic traits. And you see the truth. So now it's time for you to stand in the truth. Stand on that. Believe what you see. Believe what you see. So y'all, let's get into it. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Over here, y'all, it's all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. We're not letting up. Long gone are the days for us, playing around, acting like we don't see what we see. We don't know what we know. That's done. We're not playing along to get along anymore. That's over with. So y'all, let's get into the core of this message. Those of you that are new, I'm reading from some index cards that I wrote before I got on here. So let's start with the scripture. Ephesians 5:14. Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you light. Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Christ will give you life. I told you, some of you are seeing the truth now. You're no longer asleep. You have been awakened. That light is on. And you can't unsee it even if you wanted to. You cannot unsee it even if you wanted to. So y'all, let's get into some of these toxic traits, because again, I'm reminding you as to why you left these individuals behind, and some of you that need to come up out of this situation. This is a reminder. This is to reveal to you. You know the truth. Now it's time for you to make a decision. Now, for those of you that are on the fence, you need to stand in your power. Let God do what he needs to do. What's meant for you is meant for you. You are no longer asleep. You are no longer clueless. You are no longer walking in the dark. You are now awakened. The light is shining upon your feet wherever you may go. You got to know that. Let's get into the first one. Showing you little to no affection or attention in hopes that you will desire more of them. We're talking about toxic traits, toxic people. Let's read it again. Showing you little to no affection or attention in hopes that you will desire more of them. Do y'all see how backwards that sound? How toxic that sound? Somebody breadcrumbing you, thinking that that's going to cause you to want them more, desire them more. Giving you to little to no affection, wanting you to chase them. You already told them you love them. You already shown them that you care. Can I tell you something about these individuals? They're insecure. I don't care how beautiful, how handsome they look, how they look like they got it all together on the outside. You, sweetheart, expose their insecurities. And again, it may be unconsciously. So they believe that if they play these games, if they breadcrumb you, that that's going to make you want them even more, not realizing that it's pushing you out the door. Not realizing that it's causing you to look at them in a different way. They've played these games with everybody else, but they've never come in contact with a real one, with a chosen one, with a divine one, with somebody that don't have the time or the day to play games, and it's you. They've never encountered somebody like you. They've never experienced love like you. So now they playing these games thinking that that's going to cause you to want them even more. And y'all, let's keep it 100. Maybe in the season you were playing along, like I said, to get along. But you probably already knew what time it was, but you cared. You had patience. You wanted them to do better. But now the truth is being revealed, and you can no longer allow them to wound you, trying to heal them. Free yourself. And those of you that are out, this is why you left. Remember that. Forgive, but never forget. Let these individuals do their healing on their own. Stop trying to heal them, y'all. Yes, we've been called to do that, but you got to know when it's done and over with, and allow God to do what God needs to do. Okay? Let's go to the next one, y'all. Playing the silence game. Purposely not communicating, leaving the other person to assume or wonder. Playing the silence game. Purposely not communicating, leaving the other person to assume or wonder. And y'all, while I'm reading that, I'm thinking about some of you all's kids. Maybe I know parents, y'all be worried about your child, and they purposely not answer the phone, purposely not respond to your texts, purposely ghost you, go away, and have you wondering and assuming, thinking that something has happened to them, wanting you to feel bad for your decisions, wanting you to back up and backtrack and retract the things that you've said. But you got to stand your ground and know that this is the antics and the tactics of the devil. Yes, you're looking at your child, but it's the spirit that they're coming in that's wanting to get you wrapped up, tied up, confused, get you off track, get you all worked up in your emotions to where you can't focus on you, to where you can't dare focus on nothing that God got to say. That's the antics and the tactics of the enemy. Those of you that are in relationships, that's been in relationships, these individuals that's playing the silence game, they want you to chase. They want you to chase, leaving you wondering whether or not y'all even still in a relationship. That's childish, toxic behavior. You can't communicate and tell me what it is. You got to play the silence game, making me feel like what you doing, who you doing it with. We done with that, y'all. We too grown. At our old age, we don't have time for that. We don't. We do not. Let these individuals, A, either play with other childish people, or B, let them heal on their own. But either way, you have to free yourself. You're being wounded in the midst of this. Those of you that are out of it, remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Let these people deal what they have to deal with. Let them learn their lessons. God is working even if you can't see it, y'all. He's working even when you cannot see it. Again, some of these individuals playing the silence game, they want you to be worried. They want you to think they out doing something. And even if they are, listen, let them be for the streets. Let them be for the streets. If that's what they want to do, you for the streets, sweetheart, but you're not for me. You're not for me. Toxic people, you are starting to see the truth. You are now awakened. You cannot settle for just anybody and anything. You now know who you are. And let me tell you something. God is not going to allow y'all trying to figure out why these friendships and relationships and situationships just breaking up and the cycles ending and all of that. That's because you're elevating. You're mentally, emotionally, physically ahead of these people, and they have to rise now in order to meet you there on that same level. If not, you cannot interact with them, y'all. It's just not going to work. It's not. You're on a whole nother level now. And that's not to say you better. I'm telling you, these individuals have to heal on their own. Release them so that they can do that. Let's go to the next one. Taking others' people input or opinion over yours. Some of these people purposely disregard what you have to say to them, disregard your input. They want you to feel like you're not valuable. What you have to say, what you're bringing to the table, what you're doing isn't enough. It isn't valuable. You can tell them, look, babe, it's going to be raining tomorrow. You might want to put on some boots or put on your rain jacket. And they'll tell you all the reasons why they don't need to do that with a whole attitude. But then their boss can call them up and say the same thing. And they'll sit on the phone and laugh it up with their boss and say all the reasons why they were going to do the same thing you told them to do. They can take somebody else's input and opinions, but won't take yours. They want you to feel like what you have to say, what you have to bring to the table isn't valuable. These are toxic people, y'all. Toxic people. And let me tell you, the root of this is because they already feel like you think highly of yourself. They already put you on that pedestal, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not. Again, these individuals, y'all, some of them are insecure. And y'all might not think so because they have a big ego. They walk around, they dress it up, they make it look good, but really they look at you. Because you don't have to have all this superficial stuff. You don't have to have all these tangible things. And yet you still show up in your rarest form. You show up knowing who you are. You show up with confidence. And they don't really have that. Not for real. If you strip them down of everything that they own, the material things, who are they? Who are they? And so that's why they come against you. That's why they treat you like that. And y'all, we're not talking about the people. We're just exposing the spirit. Those of you who may be listening on each spectrum, if it's you that's toxic or if it's you that's been treated like that, either way, let's get it together. Everybody. Let's go to the next one. Purposely waiting for a certain amount of time to pass before they text you back. Y'all, we talking about toxic people and their behaviors. Purposely waiting for a certain amount of time to pass before they text you back. You hit these people up at 2:03. They put an alarm on to hit you back at 2:53. They don't have nothing going on in their lives, literally. They just want you to think that they're busy. They want you to think that they're the players. They want you to feel like, they don't have the time or the day for you. Y'all, that's toxic people. We're revealing the truth now. These individuals want you to chase them. They want to feel important because they feel insecure. They feel like they can't keep up with you. And so they playing these games. Games like how to keep a man. All this silly stuff. All this silly stuff. Thinking that that's going to keep you. When what it did was push you right out the door. Made you turn your back. Made you withdraw. Made you draw the line. Waiting to text you back. They saw when you text, they're going to wait hours later just to text you back. Want you to feel bad. Want you to feel like you need them. Want you to chase them. Toxic behavior. We're not doing that anymore. Again, this is serving as a reminder to those of you who's have gotten out of it and those of you that are in it. We're not doing it anymore. We're not playing along with the games anymore. That's done. That's done. Let's go to the next one. Withholding compliments from you in fear you will think too highly of yourself. Withholding compliments from you in fear that you'll think too highly of yourself. Toxic darkness don't want you to feel good about nothing. Don't want you to feel good about nothing. Some of these individuals can't believe that you're even interested in them. They've put you on such a pedestal, they can't even believe that you're interested in them. So they don't know how to keep you. They don't know how to keep your attention and your interest. And so they play these kind of games. They play these kind of games. Don't want to compliment you because they think you already think you all that. You already think you got the big head. You already think you know everything. So they do not compliment you for that reason and that reason alone. Don't want you to feel good. Don't want you to think highly of yourself. Because in their minds, they think you already think you all that. Not realizing all the hell that you've had to go through just to get the little bit of self-esteem that you have right now, the little bit of confidence that you got right now, the little bit of endurance that you have, the little bit of strength that you have. Yet they're trying to break you down to nothing. Not realizing what you had to do just to get to where you are mentally, physically, emotionally. You got to release these people. They're toxic. They need to heal. They need to heal, y'all. Let's go to the next one. The breakup to makeup game. The breakup to makeup game. If y'all realize this is a whole cycle. They break up to make up. Then they want to silence you, making you think they out there doing the most. Then when you come back, they already breadcrumbing you yet again, make you feel like, you don't have the time or the day. Then y'all break up to make up once again. It's an entire cycle to keep you in and on this roller coaster. Get off the ride. Get off, stay off. That's not for you. That cycle is done. These individuals need to heal. And I don't care if it's a friend, lover, whoever it may be, however it resonates with you. It's a cycle that they have you in, and you're not in that anymore. You have awakened. You know the truth. So you got to stand on that. You know the truth now. And even if you didn't, this video right here is exposing it. So now that you see the light, now that you've awakened, get off the ride. In that cycle, that's all it is, y'all. It's been a cycle for some of you for years. They had you in this cycle, on this hamster wheel for years. For years. For years, y'all. The last one. Causing arguments because things are too good. Some of these individuals are so toxic that when things get good, when things start feeling good, you loving them, they loving you, you know, y'all having a great relationship, y'all laughing it up, watching TV shows, everything is good. All of a sudden, they got an attitude. All of a sudden, you flushed the toilet wrong. All of a sudden, you cooked the meal that they didn't really like. All of a sudden, you drove their car and you didn't put no gas in it. They create arguments because things are just too good to be true for them. They love chaos. They love that. They love that breakup to make up. They love to silence you. They love for you to feel all worried about them. They love that. They want you to chase them. And so they create that kind of environment for you to do exactly that. Getting you all worked up, caught up in them. You got bigger fish to fry now. It's time for you to focus on you. It's time for you to love on you. It's time for you to release these toxic people and that toxic energy. No more. No more of that, y'all. We done with it. We're done. For real, done. Again, what's meant for you is meant for you. Some of you may be fearful that you're going to lose these people if you put your foot down. So what? So what? So what? What are they adding to your life? What's the value that they're adding to your life? And again, what's meant for you is meant for you. Yeah, you might lose them for a season, but let them heal while you heal because they wounded you in the midst of this. Dragging you through the mud, literally. Got you all wrapped up and tied up emotionally. You at work thinking about these people, yet they're adding no value to your life. We done with that, y'all. The toxic traits has caught up with them because now you see the truth. Now you see the truth. Listen, y'all, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for loving on me. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks. Thank y'all for doing you, being you. Thank you for continuing to just be authentic. Thank y'all so much. Please know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Y'all listen, continue to stand firm, continue to be strong, continue to know who you are. Know who you are. You don't have to take anybody's breadcrumbs. You don't. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.